Hi, thanks for joining me. I have another Feel Good Flow. So if you like these type of classes, make sure you're looking under the Reformer category for the Feel Good Flow collections. And these are going to be all workouts that just make you feel really good. So we're going to feel really good after today's class. The only prop I need is a Pilates box that is off to the side. My foot bar is in the down position. I'll be on one medium for Me Balanced Body. That's a blue spring. So one medium spring. And I'm using the straps just a little bit today, but I do have my double loops today. I'm going to be putting the small loop on my forearm for an exercise. So whatever you have works as well. So we're going to start all the way over here by the foot bar side. And I want you to stand up nice and close to that foot bar. Spread your toes nice and wide. Root down through the ball of the big toe, the ball of the baby toe, and the heel. So find that tripod energy of the feet. From that energy rooting through the floor, I want you to squeeze through the legs, zip up through the abdominals, lengthen through that spine, and grow as tall as you can out the crown of the head. When you're ready, let's take a big inhale. Reach the arms up and over the head. Touch those palms together, and then bring the hands down to heart center as you exhale that breath out. Take the arms back to your sides and repeat it. Big inhale, send the arms up and over the head. Palms touch. And exhale, bring them back down to heart center. We'll do that one more time, reaching the arms up and over the head. And then bring the hands down to heart center. Now take your chin to your chest, roll yourself forward, and take those hands down to the carriage. We're going to do a little cat stretch, rounding the back, and then arching the back, and then rounding the back, and arching the back. Let your breath be your guide. I'm inhaling as I look up and lengthen. And I'm exhaling as I knit my ribs and round my back. I'll do that one more time. And when you're in that cat stretch, find that nice round scoop. Let your hands come up and roll yourself right back up to standing tall. Again, big inhale, send the arms up and over the head. This time, interlace your thumbs and press those fingers nice and tall to the ceiling. Again, scoop the abs in, lengthen your spine. We're going to sway that spine from the right side to the center and to the left side and to the center. I want to make sure those abs are drawing in. My tailbone's just gently, slightly pressing down behind me, and my spine's as long as I can make it. I'll do that one more time to the right, and one more time to the left. Come all the way to the center, bring the hands to the heart, and roll yourself all the way down. Take the hands back to that carriage. This time the right arm's going to reach to the ceiling, and you're going to bring it underneath your left and thread a needle. You're bringing it up to the ceiling, and then threading a needle. And one more time up to the ceiling and thread a needle. Bring that hand back to the carriage and we'll do the second side. Big inhale to send your left arm to the ceiling and exhale to thread the needle. And bring your left arm up to the ceiling and exhale to thread a needle. One more time up to the ceiling and thread that needle. Take that hand down to the mat and roll yourself all the way up. Stacking your spine, stand up tall. Again, let's send those arms up and over the head. And then little cactus arms. We're going to bend the elbows to the sides, look up, and then reach the arms over the head, knit the ribs. So a little extension of the spine as you look up and open, and then knit the ribs, look forward. Again, we're going to look up and open, and then look forward. We'll do that 3, and 2, getting that big extension through our middle back, and 1. When you're back to standing tall, take the hands to heart center, and roll yourself all the way down. Now take the hands to the carriage again. This time we're going to push the carriage out. You should have that medium blue spring on, so nice and light. We're pressing the carriage out to a long spine. When you come in, I want you to round your back, and then I want you to go right back out to that long spine. So when I round the back, I'm scooping my abs in. And then when I go to that long spine, I'm going to root my heels down and lift my tailbone up. Feel that big stretch through the back of my legs. Tucking and scooping to come in, and reaching and stretching to go out. We'll do that 2 more times, rounding in and stretching out. And 1 more time, rounding in and lengthening out. Let's come all the way back in, bring the carriage into the bumper, roll yourself all the way up. Take a big inhale, reach the arms up and over the head, and then bring those arms out to a letter T. Turn your palms down, zip up through the abs, and we're just going to twist to the right, 2 little pulses right, and twist to the left, 2 little pulses left. So you're twisting right, and you're twisting left. Try to keep your hips nice and still as you rotate through your torso. 1 more time left, and back to the center. Bring your hands to the heart and roll yourself down. The hands are going to go back to the carriage this time, but both hands are going to slide to the left side, right hands over the left. I'm going to press all the way out to that nice long back, really press my right hip back to lengthen that right side, and then tuck and scoop and roll back in. So I'm reaching that whole right side of my body as long as I can, and then coming right back in. Reach and press long, rooting through my heels, and zip and pull in for 3, and 2. Nice big deep breaths, and 1 more. Good. When you're all the way into the bumper, walk your right hand to the right. Put your left hand on top of it. Now let's focus on lengthening that left side as you push out, and then scooping to come back in. So I'm pushing that left hip away from my left hand, and then pulling back in. Pressing and reaching away, and pulling back in. We've got 2 more here. And then 1 more to go. Good. Take both hands, 1 on each side, back in the center. Push out 1 more time to that nice long back position. And then 1 more scoop and roll, bringing the carriage all the way home. And we will stack the spine all the way up. All right, let's make a few changes. I want you to go to 2 heavy reds and a very heavy green. Or if you're working just reds, 3 heavy reds. Put your foot bars up and let's go into some footwork. So I'm going to lay all the way onto my back. Headrest can be up or down, your choice. We're going to start on the toes, sit bones distance apart, with the heels zipped together and the knees about the width of your shoulders. Just let those arms soften down into the mat. If you would like to close your eyes, you can. We're going to be pushing that carriage all the way out, squeezing the back line of the legs together, and then coming in, resisting the springs as you come back to the bumper. So pressing all the way out and slowly resisting back in. Just feel that carriage supporting you as you move through this nice range of motion. We'll go 3 more times, all the way out and in. Let's go out 1 more time and just hold it out till your legs are straight. Your heels are going to go under the bar. You're still in that little V, and then right above the bar. So we're taking those heels down low and bringing those heels back high. Heels down low and heels back high. We'll be here for 3 and 2 and 1. When your heels are high, spin them to parallel. So you've got your feet sit bones distance apart. Bend the knees to come in. Lower the heels down and push the carriage out. Those heels are nice and low. lift your heels and bring the carriage in. So I'm going really low with the heels to press, lifting the heels to come back in. Heels go low and I push, heels go high, I come back in. 2 more in that direction, and then we'll switch directions. So here's our last one, pushing with low heels and coming in with high heels. Let's reverse it. High heels to go out, lower those heels and come on in. So lift those heels and push out, lower the heels and come back in. Two more here. And 1 more. Good work. Take your feet onto the widest position on the toes with your knees facing out. Heels are lifted high, and we're going to push all the way out on the balls of the feet and right back in. Tailbone's going to stay heavy here. Nice and neutral spine. Good. Just 2 more, all the way out and in. And 1 more. Let's go out and just hold it there all the way out for running. My right heel's going to go low as my left heel lifts. I lift both heels and switch. Good. So both heels lift, one heel lowers, both heels lift, the other heel lowers. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Both heels lift, bend your knees, come in, and give yourself a hug. You can kind of shake those feet out. Put your heels on wide on the foot bar and start to windshield wiper those knees to one side and then to the other side. I like to take my hands and grab my pegs, and as my knees go to the right, I kind of pull that left peg to the left. And as when my knees go to the left, I pull the right peg to the right, just as a little counter stretch. We'll do that just a few more times, right and left. And then we'll be coming up. So come into the center, pull those knees to your chest, one last little hug, and make your way all the way up. You're going to need your Pilates box now, and it's going to go about 2 inches from the edge where my springs are. So I can see about 2 inches of my carriage, and then I've got the short box here. You can go on in medium blue, but if you have that lighter yellow, I would recommend the light yellow at the top if you have it, because we're working more mobility and stretching, and we don't want a lot of weight that we can't do our full mobility work. So I'm going to be sitting with my left side closest to the foot bar in a mermaid stretch. And just so you know, I've chosen the light yellow spring at the top position. I'm going to pick up my front strap and put it in my right hand and bring it by my right ear. My left hand's going to go to the box. I'm leaning towards the foot bar and reaching that arm over my head and then coming right back. So if you don't have that light spring and you feel the medium's a little too challenging, you might grab your longer loop to modify. Again, I want you to feel that full range of motion as we lean and laterally flex and reach that right arm towards the foot bar. Good. 2 more here, reaching and leaning. And 1 more. Now my left hand is going to grab the strap. I'll pull it all the way to the foot bar and then lean to the tower. My right hand's going to go to the shoulder block, and I just get this really great release all the way through that left side, nice and slow, and then relax the arm and stack back up. So you draw the sword first, take a big stretch all the way over to the tower, opening that left side, relaxing the arm down and stacking back up. Now you will be putting some weight on that right hand, so just make sure you're not locking out through that right joint. You keep that elbow nice and soft. Let's go 2 more of these circles. Draw the sword, and circle to the tower. And one more, draw the sword and circle to the tower. Go ahead and put that strap away. I'm going to change to a medium blue spring so I have just a little bit more support. Left hand on the foot bar, right arm to the tower. Again, lengthen and zip up through the abs. Big exhale as you lean towards the foot bar, and then come right back up, and then counter stretch to the tower. Your hand goes back to the shoulder block, and then back up. 2 more times like that, your mermaid stretching, pushing the carriage out, and then coming up. Right hand to that shoulder block, counter stretch to the tower, and then back up. We'll do that one more time. Mermaid stretch, and counter stretch. Good. Now I want you to take your mermaid and hold it. So take your mermaid, hold that nice mermaid stretch. Take your right pinky finger and rotate it down to tap the foot bar, and then rotate it up and look to the ceiling. Make sure you have a little soft bend in that left elbow now, and we're not locking out. So you're rotating looking up, and you're rotating looking down. We'll do that for 3, and 2, and 1 more. All the way up, 1 more time. And then when you're down, put that right hand on the foot bar, move your left hand a little over, and just drop your chest towards the springs. Bring the carriage home and lift your heart towards the springs. So we're going down into the well when you push out, and lifting the sternum when you come in. And down into the well to push out, and lifting the sternum to come in. Go down into the well 1 more time and hold. Bring the left hand back to the center. Turn back to that side mermaid. 1 final stretch here. And then come all the way up, reaching that right hand to the tower and reaching your left arm all the way for a counter stretch. Let's go ahead and stack the spine and sit and face your tower. Bring your feet on the headrest with your legs squeezing together. We're going to sit as tall as we can and reach those hands out in front of you. Now you should have a little space between the back of the box and your bottom, because I want you to scoop those abs in and roll back. Now even though this is our feel good class, we've got to do just a little bit of abs, right? So we're scooping and rolling back, and then rolling right back up and sitting back tall. So tucking the tailbone, rolling back, staying nice and bright through the chest and the sternum, just scooping and tucking through those low abs. And then stacking your spine and sitting back tall. We'll do that 1 more time, just with the scoop, and then we're going to start to add to that. Good. Next time I want you to hold it back into that scoop. You're going to stay back into that tuck. Now bring your left elbow towards the foot bar and bring it back. Take your right elbow towards the foot bar and back. So you're rotating and rotating back. Rotating and rotating back. 1 more right and left. So here's my left one and my right one. Come to the center, roll yourself up and sit tall. Adding on 1 more element here, scoop the abs in, roll yourself back, hold that position. I'm going to lift just my right leg, hold it, and rotate just to the right 8 times, and center. And 7, and 6, here's 3, and 2, and 1. Good, set the foot down, roll, roll, roll all the way up, and we'll do the second side. Scoop the abs in, roll it back, hold that tuck, bring your left leg to table, and now just your left elbow towards the foot bar and back, towards the foot bar and back. 3, 2, and 1. Lower that foot, roll yourself all the way up, and release. Now you can lay over your legs and take a little stretch. I'm going to pull up on my carriage and give myself a little traction just to stretch my back. Take a second here, and then when you're ready, I want you to pick up your straps. This is where those little loops are going to go on my forearms. I'm going to sit up as tall as I can with those elbows up in line with my shoulders. When you're ready, you're going to open those elbows, but I also want you to lift your sternum and do just a little bit of a back extension here, and then close it back to neutral. When my elbows open, I lift my heart, open to the ceiling, and then come right back to neutral. Good. So my tendency with my body is to start to dump in my low abs and let my low back, which is more flexible than my mid back, try to do the extension. But I'm going to try to keep my low abs drawing in, keep my low back, my lumbar spine still, and try to get that extension through my middle back, my thoracic spine. I'll do that 2 more times. And 1 more time. Good job. All right, take the straps. The left one can go away, and we'll turn to the right for the second side. Now, if you had that light spring, feel free to go to your light. I'm going to my light yellow at the top, so it's a little easier. You can always grab your longer loop as well to make it easier. Left hand has the strap by your ear, right hand's by the box. We're going to take a big stretch and lean towards that foot bar, opening up that whole left side, and then come right back to sit tall. Use your exhale to reach and lean and stretch, and then inhale back up. Good. We'll do that 3 more times. Big exhale to press. And 2. And 1. When you're upright, take the strap in the right hand. This is where the right arm's going to draw the sword to the foot bar, and then I want you to lean to the tower. My left hand's going to go to the back shoulder block, and I'll just let that strap pull me for a counter stretch to the tower. When I can't stretch anymore, I'll relax the arm, come right back to where I started, and go again. So you're drawing the sword first, you're leaning into that stretch second, and then relaxing the arm and coming right back up. I hear all the snap, crackle, pops of my shoulder. So hopefully you're working all those things out as well. Here's 2 more. And 1 more. Nice work. Okay, that strap's going to go all the way away, and I'm going to change to my medium blue spring for my mermaids. So I've got a medium blue, right hand to the foot bar, left arm to the tower. Before you do any movement, lengthen your spine. Let's grow an inch taller here, and then I want you to lean towards your mermaid stretch. Come all the way up, reaching through that left hand. Bring the left hand back to the shoulder block and counter stretch to the tower. So we're coming up, right hand to the foot bar, leaning towards the foot bar, and then coming up, left hand to the shoulder block and leaning to the tower. Take your time. Certainly if I'm going too quick for you, I'd rather you slow down. You want to feel that nice release. We don't want to be rushing through our stretches. This is our last one to the tower. And then the next time you're over to that mermaid, I want you just to stay there in that mermaid stretch and hold. And now you'll rotate that left pinky finger down to the foot bar and back up and look to the ceiling. So my whole head, neck, and shoulders are moving as well. I'm looking up to the ceiling, and then I'm looking down to the foot bar. Use your breath to help you stretch. Last 2. After 1 more up, We'll come down and put that left hand on the foot bar. Move the right hand over a smidge and you can drop your chest. Bring the carriage in and lift your sternum. Take the carriage back out and drop the sternum. So we're lifting and lowering. Good. This will be our last one. When you're in that flex position, over and pressing out, stay. Move the right hand back to the center. Turn back to that mermaid. Let's come all the way up and take a counter stretch to the tower. From here, come all the way up and off the carriage and remove your box. We are done with the box for now. I'm going to go back over to the side where my left side is closest to the foot bar when I'm facing my carriage. So my left side's closest to the foot bar. Change to a heavy red spring, so one heavy red only. I'm going to take my toes on the floor in a turnout. So my left toes are facing the foot bar, and then my right foot's going to come up on top of the shoulder block or on the carriage with the toe on the shoulder block, and then that leg's going to be straight. So this leg's going to get a little hamstring stretch, and my left leg is turned out to the foot bar. I want you to take your left hand on the foot bar to balance and just start to bend your left leg. It's almost like you're sitting back in an imaginary chair and then coming right back up. So I'm sitting back in that chair, my chest is staying up, my crown of my head's reaching up as my hips go down, and then I come right back up to stand. Good. So I'm just bending that left leg to move the carriage. When you bend the left leg, you're getting this bigger, deeper stretch through this right hamstring and inner thigh. Let's go 2 more. And 1 more. And I'm going to hold my last one out. My hands are going to go to the far wood frame, and then I'm going to lean back bigger and deeper into that chair and use the frame to help support my body weight and just take a stretch here. After 1 more, I'll come back upright, put my left hand back on the foot bar, and come all the way home. Hands on the foot bar, feet against the shoulder blocks. You can have your toes turned underneath you. Hands are on about shoulder distance apart. I want you to find that nice big round C curve, but drop the shoulders away from the ears. You're in the C curve with your hips close to your heels. Start from the hips. Push those knees out, out, out. Now you're going to more of that up dog extension that we did on the box. Look in front of you and bring the hips all the way to that foot bar into that extension. Now round your back. Come all the way back with the hips. Feel that big stretch, and we'll do it again. So from the knees, you push. Those hips come forward into an extension. You look up forward, you lift your gaze and press the hips to the foot bar. Then you round, draw the ribs to the hips, and go back to where you started. So we're pushing all the way out, bringing those hips forward into your kind of, I call it little boat, and then you come all the way back, like a Viking ship that you might do at the theme park. So I think I'm lifting up like that Viking ship, and then I'm coming back. I'll do that 2 more times. And 1 more time. When you're back in that round position, from there, go to nice neutral spine and take your elbows on the foot bar. Now my elbows are on top of the foot bar. My palms are in that prayer we did way earlier before, and I'm just going to let my spine press back. And if you need to move your feet back a little bit, I'm a little taller, so I'm going to move my feet back because I want to feel a nice release through those lats. So right at the armpits, I'm releasing, trying to get some movement and mobility in my middle back. Palms pressing together and just breathing here. We're going to hold this for 3, and 2, and 1 more breath. From here, you can come forward, put your hands back on the foot bar, put your feet back against the shoulder blocks. My right foot's going to go onto the gray surface with my shin against the foot bar. I want you to push out with your left leg and go into that little extension. So we're zipping up through the abs. Now push with your right leg into a hamstring stretch. Come in with your right leg into that extension, and then come to where you started with the left leg in. So again, I'm pushing with my left first, going to a little extension, pushing with my right, coming in with the right, and coming in with the left. Let's go one more time. Left leg goes out. You push your right leg out. You come in with the right, and you come in with the left. Now go out with the left and hold it. Stay there. Lift the left arm up, reach from the fingers to the knee, and now lean to the right. You're just opening through that side. Come back to the center. Bring the left arm in front of you and bring it all the way to the horizon and all the way to the back wall. And then bring it all the way to the horizon to the front wall and back to the foot bar. Push that right leg straight, and if you want, walk your hands to the wood and take more of a split. Again, we're here for 3 and 2 and 1. Hands go back to the foot bar, bend your right leg to come in, bend your left leg, and we'll switch. Right foot against the shoulder block. Left foot on the gray surface. I will first push with that right leg and lift my sternum. And then push with the left leg and stretch the hamstring. Come in with your left first, and then with your right. We've got 2 more going right, opening and lifting. Breathing into that left leg. Coming in with the left. Coming in with the right. 1 more time, pressing out right. And pressing out left. Coming in left. And coming in right. Now go out right and hold it. Take that right arm to the ceiling and lengthen from fingers to the knee. Let's lean to the left for a bigger, deeper release. Come to the center. Take the right hand in front of you and take it to the horizon all the way back to the back wall. And all the way forward to the front wall. And then set that hand down. Straighten your left leg, and if you're okay with it, walk the hands to the wood and take your split. From here, we'll walk the hands back, bend the left leg, and come all the way home. Feet are on the floor in a turnout. Your right hand's on the foot bar. Take that left foot to the carriage and push out with that left leg, toes facing the ceiling. So I've got this right hand here for balance. I'm going to bend my right leg like I'm sitting back in an imaginary chair. So I don't want to drop my chest forward. I want to keep my chest lifted and go into that chair and then come right back up. So I'm dropping my bottom down, keeping my chest lifted, sitting in that chair, and coming right back up. Nice work. On that next one, I want you to stay there. You're in that low position. Now even pitch forward, push those hips a little farther back. Take the hands to the far wood frame. Give it a pull and lean. You're leaning back, leaning back. After 1, come more upright. Take the hand to the foot bar, come all the way in, and bring the left foot to the floor. Let's have a seat. Change to 1 heavy red and 1 medium blue. It's time to lay down. 1 heavy red, 1 medium blue. You're going to lay on your back. When you're ready, I want you to push all the way out till those legs are straight. Pick up your straps. The longer loops are going to go on your feet. Once you have the long loops on your feet, we'll come to a little froggy, heels together, toes apart. I want you to bend your legs towards you and then push and press the legs away. You're bending the legs towards you and pushing and pressing them long. We've got 3 and 2. When your legs are long, think of that as the bottom point of the letter V. We're going to trace the letter V, opening the legs up and going out wide to the top of the V, and then flex the feet and trace down till the heels touch to the bottom of the V. So you're pointing your feet, tracing up, and flexing your feet and tracing down. Pointing your feet up and flexing down. One more, pointing up and flexing down. Bring the legs to parallel. Come up to the ceiling with your legs together. Open out to the side walls and pull the legs down and around and back to touch. Up to the ceiling. Open to the side walls. Pull down and around and back to touch. Three more. And 2. And 1. When your legs are down together, make sure your headrest is flat. Start by bending the knees to the chest. Just unweighting the hips, letting them lift a little, lowering the hips back down, and pushing the legs long. So we're just doing a short spine prep. You pull the knees in, you let the hips roll up, you roll the hips down, and you press the legs long. So when the legs come in, you just start to unweight the hips and roll them up. Bend your knees to the chest. I'm going to take just the right strap and put it away. Put that right foot on the foot bar, on the ball of the foot, and send your left leg to the ceiling. We'll take just a little of static stretches here at the end. So my right toes are on the bar with my heel pulling under. My left leg is pulling towards me with the assistance of my hands. Think of squeezing through the front of the left leg, flexing your foot for that bigger release. Now I want you to bend your right leg, turn the right leg out, and bring the left leg to the left for that inner thigh stretch. Come back to the center. Push the right leg all the way straight again. Drop the heel one more time. And I'll take this left leg over the body for an IT band stretch. So the first stretch, you're keeping the hip of the left leg actually down, so that left hip staying down. So you're grounding down through that hip. And then the second stretch, you can actually let the hip lift and make it more of a back stretch or back twist. So you might feel different things based on whether you're keeping the hip down or lifting the hip up. And then let's come to the center. Bend your left leg, cross it over your right. You can pull that right leg towards you. It's another figure 4 like we did in the very beginning with our footwork. We just now have that strap helping to give us a deeper stretch here. You can use those hands behind the right hamstring to pull a little more. And then when you're done with the stretch, put your right foot on the foot bar, take the strap off the left foot and put that strap away. I'm going to have you push all the way out again and grab the right strap this time. It's going to go on the right foot. Your left ball of the foot's on the foot bar. You're going to drop that left heel and start to pull that right leg towards you. The more you flex the foot, the bigger stretch. The more you squeeze the front of the leg, the bigger stretch. Let's go ahead and bend the left leg, turn that left knee to the left, open the right leg to the right, and you can use those hands for a little assistance for a bigger stretch as well. Come all the way back to the center. Your left toes are still on the bar. You're going to push that left leg straight, root down through the right hip and bring that right leg across your body. So the first one is that IT band stretch, keeping the hip grounded and getting that stretch through the side of the leg. And then you can start to lift the hip and take the stretch through your back. Come back to the center. Take the right leg, bend it, cross it over your left, and come up with that left leg. Left hand, or the hands can go behind the left hamstring, and you can use the assistance of the strap and your hands behind that hamstring for a bigger, deeper stretch. Take the strap off, put your feet on the foot bar, and put that strap away. Now grab onto your pegs, take those heels wide on the foot bar, and one more round of windshield wipers, knees going to one side, and knees going to the other side. Again, when my knees go to the left, I like to pull my right peg to the right. And when my knees go to the right, I like to pull that left peg to the left. Just a few more of these side to side. When you're all the way finished, take those legs into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. You can rock side to side and give your back a massage. And then we're going to make our way, when you're ready, all the way up. So you can roll all the way to the side and have a seat. Just like we started today, we're going to end with a roll down. So I want those feet as wide as you can get them on the floor. You're going to zip up through the abs, lengthen through the spine. Let's take a big breath, reach the arms up, up, up and over the head, and bring the hands to the heart. As you bring the hands to the heart, nod your chin, start to roll forward, and take those hands down to the floor. Let gravity give you one little stretch. Let your head, your neck, your shoulders relax. You can grab opposite elbow with opposite wrist. And just let that weight of your spine decompress. Let your head release, your neck, your shoulders release.
After this last breath out, relax your arms back to the floor. The slowest movement we've done today, you're going to slowly roll your spine up, 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 and sit all the way up. And you are done. If you like this class, please try out the first class I have that's Relax, Refresh, and Renew. Or as I said, you can actually check out the stretching filter. So there's a filter for stretching, which would show all the classes that are more stretching based. And then there's a collection called Feel Good Flows. So the Feel Good Flows are all very similar in nature. If you have questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. If not, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.